Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is VenomKid117. That's stuck on the screen. Let's try fixing that. There we go. And today we're back with Halo Combat Evolved campaign. I'm gonna quickly. It was a bit of lag when I tried recording before. So yeah, we're playing Halo Combat Evolved campaign. We're in the library, which is gonna be fucking cool. I've come to realize that this is the series nobody asked for and nobody really watches, but it's the series that is basically my love child, and I will continue to upload anyway. Like, no matter how much people seem to dislike it, this is my baby, and I am going to fucking upload it. No arguments.
We must collect the index before we can activate the installation.
Yeah, no shit. Alright, so that door opened conveniently for a cinematic. But, you know, actually opening when it's important. That would just be stupid. Okay, there we go. Just gonna pop all these guys. Oh boy! Oh, that could have been bad. They're explosive. And it's not fun. So, yeah, you're going to want to, like, backtrack and deal with these guys if you're doing this level. I don't know if people are using my tactics to play through the game. If so, you guys should probably tell me so I can come up with better tactics to use. Because I did the game on Legendary. I have tactics. I'm just going for a fun playthrough at the moment. In truth. I'm actually playing this kind of like this particular level like I played Legendary, because I struggled with this level on Legendary. And I don't particularly want to die. I know it's not Legendary. But, you know. Still, I guess habits die hard. Old habits die hard. And when you play for a game on Legendary, like a Halo game, you tend to think as if it were Legendary from that point forwards. Shit! Don't get cornered, don't get cornered, don't get cornered, don't get cornered! Oh my god, we're alive. I have no idea how the fuck we survived all that. But we did. I am just the best. I'm the best around. Nothing is ever gonna keep me down. Okay. Let's replace our thingamajig. Let's just run away. There we go. Okay, we'll get up there. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got this. Holy shit, that's a lot of flood. I probably should have cleared them out first. I'm probably just going to run for this level because I'm like, I don't really want to deal with the spores. Yeah, they're not spores, they're infection forms, but I mean, I don't want to deal with them anyway. I'm not in the mood to be dealing with infection forms here. Shotgun ammo. God, these guys are playing nasty. Yeah, they're gonna keep shooting at me until I deal with them. Oh no. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Fucking bullshit, guys. I'm getting fucking paranoid while playing this game. And I guess part of the reason I'm getting so paranoid is because this game is, as I said, my love child. There you go. You just pop all of those infection forms for me. There's a good boy. There are more of them? Open the goddamn door! You weren't doing that? I thought you were already doing that. God fucking damn it. They have a chain reaction, like each of these little... You know, I call them flood poppers occasionally, but they're called infection forms. But each of the infection forms is like a small blast radius. So, they kind of blow each other up. If you shoot one of them, the surrounding ones will blow up.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the flood, despite the containment protocols.
Okay, that was a mistake. Now I'm not going to be able to find that shotgun ammo. Because that shotgun's blasted off. So this is the problem though, you've got to like really keep an eye on your ammo in this level if you're playing on Legendary. And this is, by the way, part of what made Legendary such a pain in the ass, because those fucking Those, what are they called? The carrier forms. The carrier forms just kept blasting the shotguns and the pistols away. So I never had ample ammo while playing through this level. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I never had ample ammo while playing through this level, which was obviously a pain in the ass because you need ammo to play through this level. This is not the kind of level you can just fucking play through. You need some ammo to be doing it. Realistically. One could argue you need ammo to complete any level, but this one especially. The only level I can think of that's actually harder than this one is the Truth and Reconciliation. On Legendary, anyway. Oh boy! No guys, don't be attacking me now. The fucking infection forms went in for the kill there. Okay. But yeah, no, in fucking Legendary though, I swear to God, the game is so much harder. Because I'm playing it on normal right now, and part of the reason I'm playing it on normal, not Legendary, because I would've, is because, simply put, this fucking controller, you know, X-Pad is good, but it's not the best. And so if ever I get a capture card, I'll probably redo this series on Legendary. Like, I'll do a Legendary playthrough if people want me to. But, yeah, it's gonna come down to a few different things, I think. There we go. You just blow up. There we go. Fuck off! Whoa! He killed me with a shotgun. Okay. Ah, fuck you! It sent me all the way back here. Whoa! Okay, well that just blasted a grenade into me. Okay, I feel like I'm doing shit right now. And that's because I am doing shit right now. There we go. Give me your shotgun ammo, you son of a bitch. I'll have you know that I'm the best around. And nothing you do will keep me down. Look, the carrier forms! Carrier forms are essentially portable grenades. That's how you need to think of them. It's the way to stay alive. If you shoot them, they will blow up. And they have an effective enough blast radius to kill, so it's like... Yay! Oh, good, there was a health pack. I actually thought there was a health pack around here, but I fucking missed it. I thought it was there because I've grabbed that same health pack in Legendary. I've done that before. I completely forgot about the fucking overshield, though. Like, that's just... It's all coming back to me now that I'm actually discovering it. I am remembering all of the shit that once I knew existed, but then I forgot. So this is the difference, though. When you're playing on Legendary, you remember shit more. It just doesn't seem as important on normal. Because all these little secrets, they're not that, you know, important anymore. It's easier to survive, so it kind of becomes redundant. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, that's the way I look at it, though. Which is part of the reason I'm not doing so well right now. In fairness, though, guys, you guys are probably thinking, you keep interrupting the monitor. I guarantee he's not saying anything that interesting. He's talking a load of bullshit science talk. And I say bullshit science talk because it's Halo science. It's not that amazing. There we go. Just fall in the hole, guys. There we go. Give me that shotgun ammo. You can just fall down and die. Okay. These guys will pretty much infinitely spawn as well. Some like enemies in this game do infinitely spawn. And you might think I'm kidding or exaggerating. I'm 100% serious. There are infinitely spawning enemies in this game. So, there's that to look out for. I don't know, like, the thing is, though, with Halo, I'm extremely passionate about it, but I've completed this game, like, 3 or 4 times now. And after I started my series, it was around about just after Christmas, I think, I started doing a Legendary playthrough on the Master Chief Collection. So, I've completed this game on Legendary, which some people have said is pretty much impossible to do. Halo 2 is meant to be even harder, but I'll be doing the same with that. Essentially, I'm going to be trying to complete every Halo on Legendary in my spare time. That's just me. Like, I've always wanted to do that, especially on the Master Chief Collection, because you get like a nameplate every Halo you complete, and if on Legendary, and if you complete them all on Legendary, you get like an even better one. So, needless to say, I want that nameplate because it's a fucking awesome nameplate. A lot of people have the normal version of it, but very few people have the legendary plate, which is shocking, actually. There we go, you just blow them up for me. But yeah, this game is pretty easy to deal with if you know the tricks for it. But it was months ago that I completed this game in Legendaries. Yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever. So yeah, anyway, like, legitimately, this game is incredibly fun. But once you've completed it like 100 fucking times, I mean, I say that, I completed Halo 2 so many times I lost track. It was like every weekend I'd play Halo 2, I'd complete Halo 2, and that's, you know, it's a completely different experience, one could argue, but I don't know, it feels sort of samey. But Halo is a very legendary game to me. It's the game that spawned my love for gaming. You know, I was a kid, I loved gaming in the first place, but, you know, obviously that love was fueled by a game like Halo, which only made that love grow and expand, and it made it more impressive. You know, I loved every game I could get my hands on before Halo came along, and then it was just all Halo. So I used to play games like the Mortal Kombat for the PlayStation 1. That was so much fucking fun. I used to play it with my sister back when she played video games all the time. And, you know, I used to basically just play video games, like PlayStation 1 games and all these other really kick-ass games. That was what I did. It's what I did for a hobby, and I enjoyed it. And there was nothing else to it, really. But I guess as time went by, I expanded, and I don't know, it's like Halo came out, and that's when I started loving serious gaming, and I started getting actually fairly hardcore about it. I started trying to play competitively. Because, you know, like, every kid plays video games competitively. Like, that's just the way it is. Every kid plays video games competitively. But there's a difference between playing competitively with your sister and playing competitively online and, you know, putting in some actual effort to being a good player. And that's the biggest difference. So, you know, when I was playing, like, the PlayStation 1 and I was playing Mortal Kombat and games like that, I was generally concentrating on, you know, playing against my sister. And I'm pretty sure Combat Evolved was actually the very first game I played online. And of course, you guys probably know this, but Xbox Live didn't exist back then. I was about 5 years old. And Xbox Live didn't exist yet, so we had to use System Link to play. And that, you know, was really cool. But I used to do that. I used to play on System Link. I used to play online with my dad on my dad's account, and it was pretty cool. It was back when me and my dad actually talked a bit more. Now he just doesn't play video games, so we don't have all that much in common. But, like, you know, Halo is essentially a massive part of my life. Combat Evolved was one of the biggest, most important games in my entire existence. And without this game, I can safely say my life wouldn't have been as awesome as it was as a kid. You know, I didn't have the best childhood. I didn't have a childhood where I went out and played with people a lot. I spent a lot of time in my house. I spent a lot of time not really going out and socializing. You know, my dad didn't like me going outside to, you know, God, I was nowhere near center camera there, was I? It was more of a, he was paranoid that something would happen to me sort of thing. So it was like all out of caring, I guess. But yeah, it was, video games became my primary source of entertainment. And Combat Evolved was essentially the game that began my love of real, actual, serious online combat, you know. And then Halo 2 came along, and you had Xbox Live, and, you know, I always wanted my own Xbox Live account. I didn't actually get my own Xbox Live account until the 360, which is, you know, really funny, come to think of it. But yeah, no, it was Halo 2 was the first game I ever played on actual Xbox Live. And back then, by the way, Xbox Live, which was only for the Xbox original, so nowhere near as advanced as it is for the 360 or the Xbox One, it was mind-blowing back then. Like, it was so fucking spectacular. Now people want all these updated things. Just the idea of having a friends list was, like, unheard of. Like, it was revolutionary. It was just absolutely amazing to be able to sit there and just press the Y button and like be able to invite your friends to a game. That was incredibly new. the ability to change your characters, not just your primary color, like with Unreal Tournament, but just be able to change like a secondary color, to have an emblem, to be able to do all of that cool stuff. That was what Halo 2 did. So I mean, people look at Halo, they say it's too sci-fi-ish, but Halo was there for all of the good shit. And throughout the years, you didn't really see all that much innovation. Whoa, rocket launcher! You didn't really see all that much innovation through games like Call of Duty. I'd say Battlefield, but Battlefield had an incredible amount of innovation. They did this hot swapping thing for Battlefield 2, which was the first Battlefield game I played, was Battlefield 2. And that game, by the way, is fucking ancient now. It's like that game, it just feels older than it is, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty old. It feels older than it is, but it is still actually pretty fucking old. But yeah, no, I'm thinking back to all the games I used to play now on, just blow up those fucking things, because they're getting in the way. Used to think back to all the games I used to play on the, Xbox original. I played games like Dark Summit, Mad Dash. If anybody in the comments, like anybody on my channel, if any of you ever actually played Mad Dash, for the love of God, let me know. Let me know what you thought of that game, because that game was amazing. I swear to God, when I get a capture card, I get my Xbox original sorted out again. I swear to God, the first thing I'm doing is I've got to get a copy of Mad Dash, and I've got to do a playthrough of that game. That game is just fucking amazing. I don't care what anybody says. It wasn't the most highly rated game of all time. It never got a sequel, but the game was absolutely astonishing. I loved that game. Like, oh, it was just amazing. Also, one of the only games I played with my sister, because, again, like, me and my sister, we used to play video games together, it's what we did. And she's not a big gamer now, she's in university, she's living her own life, she's not really a gamer. And so, you know, I think she occasionally plays stuff like Candy Crush Saga. She plays games, like, social games, for fun. She doesn't really give a shit about the whole, you know, she doesn't really give a shit about the whole gaming community side of things, because she's not part of the gaming community. She's at university, she's got her own life to lead. Again, she does her own thing. And that's, you know, that's my sister in a nutshell. She's got her head screwed on straight. Makes you wonder why I'm sitting here yelling at a computer all day. It's like, But, you know, I plan to get stuff done as well. I plan to get some more education under my belt and basically live a life. But I want to do YouTube. This is my passion. This is what I want to do for a living. And so you can't really say it's a bad thing. It's just, it's different from what other people do. I think a lot of people are confused by my love of making YouTube videos, because it's such a strange pastime to try turning into a job. It's producing videos for a site, knowing that a lot of people probably will never watch it. And when I told my family about YouTube, they were like, well, I mean, you know, does it matter? You know, what are you gaining from this? How much money are you making? I'm not making any money, I'm doing it for fun. When do you start making money? I don't know, maybe like 100,000 subscribers or something, realistically. And they said, like, well, it seems a little bit pointless, you're just putting time and money into something that's pointless. And they said, well, actually, and then they ended up going with, it's your hobby, you can do it if you want, but you can tell they don't really understand or approve of it. That's my entire family, by the way. Like, it's a pretty fucking universal thing. A couple of people sort of support it, but I don't think I've actually got anybody in my family that gives a shit about my YouTube channel in any way, shape, or form. Like, none of them have sat there and watched all of my videos. And you've got people I've done collabs with, like Red Blue Alex 99, and his dad apparently has watched every video he's ever made. I mean, that's beautiful. But yeah, I never had that. This is just, you know, I don't have the support a lot of other YouTubers have at home, or, you know, when it comes to YouTube anyway, at home or out in the world. It's just, people don't give a shit about YouTube. At least nobody in my family does. To them, it's just a site to watch videos on. They don't care that, you know, I'm putting some effort into it, that I have a passion for it. It just seems stupid to them, and I guess I can understand it. I can understand why they'd think it was stupid. I disagree with the sentiment, but I can still, you know, pretty much get it, if that makes sense. I don't have to like their opinion of it to understand it. But I mean, you know, I guess you like what you like, and, you know, if they don't understand it, that's fine. I understand it. So, because I don't know if that's much of a comfort. my understanding of what I do isn't that much of a comfort, really. So, has anyone noticed I'm kind of babbling this episode? I'm pretty sure nobody gives a shit about my family life, like, even slightly. So, that's cool. And no, I'm not offended by that, so nobody needs to comment saying, no, we care, Venom. I know you guys love me. But I don't think anybody wants to hear depressing shit. Oh, God, I'm being chased by a guy with a shotgun. Get the fuck out of here! I heard the shotgun fire when I hadn't fired it. I was like, well, shit. God damn it. There are so many fucking combat forms. Jesus. I don't really care so much about the infection forms. There's more of them, but they're so ineffective. One grenade will dispel like 100 of the fucking things. So it's like, yeah, I don't give a shit. It really is just the combat forms are getting on my nerves. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. People can look this up on the wiki. I'm not even going to listen to your bullshit. Thanks for the ammo. Thanks for letting me waste ammo. We're nearly at the end of the level. I think we've only got to go up one more level and then we'll be done. Like elevator level, not... We're not going to do another level after this. Not today. Not until next week. See, as well, like, I think this is what confuses a lot of people. Like, with my YouTube channel specifically. It's that I upload the same amount of videos per day as the YouTubers that make money off of it. Like, the YouTubers that get enough to live off of. You've got YouTubers like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier who make a living off of YouTube. They do 2 videos a day, and I do 2 videos a day. And I think that's confusing to people because what small YouTuber does that? Even Red Blue Alex doesn't upload every day. I mean, you know, he uploads like 1 video a day when he does upload. I don't think I've seen him upload 2 videos in a day. He might have done, but I don't think I've seen it. So it's, you know, I am rare, and he has like 1,000 subscribers. He's got more. He's got like 4 times my subscribers, maybe even 5 times. He has got a lot more subscribers than me, and yet here I stand, the person who uploads the most regularly. So it is weird to people that I upload as much as I do because it's a really confusing concept. But I guess the thing is, though, when I was a kid, and I'm going to confess something to you here because I know nobody gives a shit about that Combat Evolved series anyway, so nobody's going to actually watch this. When I was younger, I actually used to pretend I was doing YouTube videos. Like, I didn't entirely understand the concept of it. But you know when you get bored and you need something to keep your mind active while you're playing games occasionally? I had that, and I was basically just sitting there thinking, you know, I was basically doing my own little thing, like, hey guys, Venom Kid 117 here. So basically, how I used to start my videos, like, ages ago, that's actually what I used to say. That's why I was so comfortable with, hey guys. It's because I'd been doing it for years. As some sort of weird, crazy, on board, so I'm going to talk to myself kind of deal. And it worked, because it really got my speaking confidence up. It's part of the reason I'm so literate, come to think of it, and so well spoken. But, yeah, I used to do that, and the result was, you know, me being an okay YouTuber, I guess. At least not too shit. Oh, mofo! Enemies everywhere! Enemies everywhere! Okay. Whoa, okay, well, they threw a grenade behind me. But yeah, no, I used to sit there going, you know, hey guys, yada yada yada. And I used to do, like, pretend I was making videos, because it helped me game, I found. Like, if I used to pretend I was doing videos, I used to be better at playing games. It used to be easier. The way I looked at it was, I was giving myself a helping boost. And in fairness, it made me pretty goddamn unstoppable. Because when I started playing games like Halo 3, I wasn't that good. Because, I'd only just got my own account. And so the whole playing Halo Online thing was very strange to me outside of someone else's account. Playing it on my own account, actually giving a shit about the KD ratio, that was new to me. And that's when I actually started to get really good at serious gaming. Because, bear in mind, like, I used to play, like, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, or The Fellowship of the Ring, which is a fucking legendary game, because it was based on the book, not the film. I used to play all of these games when I was a kid, and there were so many of them, guys. There were so many games that I used to play. And I used to play stuff like Dark Summit, Return of the King, fucking all of the Lord of the Rings games, really. The Hobbit, holy shit, that game was fun back in the day. I'm probably going to do a playthrough of that as well, because that game, absolutely astonishing. It's old as fuck now, but my god was it fun. And stuff like The Sims busting out. I stayed up to date with The Sims up until about The Sims 3, which killed the series, in my opinion. But yeah, I used to stay updated with all of The Sims games. I used to have I got The Sims, I got The Sims 2. I had all the expansion packs for The Sims 1 and 2. All of them, every single expansion pack. And, you know, then I got The Sims busting out for Xbox Original. And, you know, it was like, that's me. That's what I was. That's who I was. I was an Xbox gamer. It's funny because I started on PlayStation. Yeah, it's weird. People don't get that. How do you switch to Xbox? It's like, well, you buy an Xbox, and then you realise it's better. See, I loved the Xbox more than anything. Partly because Halo. Just Halo convinced me, and then it became my primary gaming console from that point forth. Which is, you know, my focal point for it. This console, you know, it has Halo. But I don't know, like, the thing with me is I loved the PlayStation 1, I loved the PlayStation 2, although they really should have done some more epic games for it. Well, the gameplay for it was amazing though. Absolutely amazing console. Really, the best games for PlayStation were Second Sight and fucking, you know, every GTA game. But no, like, PlayStation 3 fucked it up for me. Like, I played the PlayStation 3 and I hated it. It didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. And they did so much to fuck up the PlayStation 3. Like, it just didn't feel like PlayStation, really. It didn't feel right. I hated the PlayStation 3 for a multitude of reasons. It sacrificed backwards compatibility, which is the ability for a PlayStation... You remember PlayStation 2 used to be able to play PlayStation 1 games? That's backwards compatibility. And they took that away, which was really fucking irritating. And Xbox 360 actually had backwards compatibility. It was finicky, but it existed. It wasn't very good, but it existed. They could have done it better. They should have done it better. But at least it was there. And PlayStation was known, because of the PlayStation 2, for backwards compatibility, and took it away. And that just irritated the shit out of me. It's like, what if I wanted to play my PlayStation 2 games? What about that? Yeah, I don't care. Shut up, monitor. The point is, though, like, I used to sit there thinking, yeah, well, backwards compatibility is what makes PlayStation PlayStation. And that's how it felt at the time, it was. And PlayStation 3 just kind of killed that, like, company to me. It killed Sony. Sony just didn't seem any kind of important anymore. That opinion changed with the release of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, though, because, in fairness, the PlayStation 4 is a superior console. I'm not, like, a rabid fanboy. I know what the better consoles are. I do research this shit. And I own an Xbox One. I always said, before I even got the Xbox One, that the PlayStation 4 was going to be superior. And I was right. It's a fucking superior console. PlayStation 4 is just... It's where it's at. PlayStation 3... absolutely awful. PlayStation 4, absolutely amazing. But I suppose every console needs to release at least one shit console. For PlayStation, it was the PlayStation 3. For Xbox, it was the Xbox One. So, we've all got shit consoles, really, realistically. And then you've got Nintendo, which released the Wii. So yeah, I mean, it's all three Titan game-creating consoles. Yeah, all three Titan companies managed to make a completely shit console. And I know what you're going to say about the Wii. The Wii's not that bad. Okay, I played the Wii. It's a fun console, but it doesn't feel like a serious gaming platform like the Nintendo 64 did. Nintendo 64 felt amazing. So... But the Wii was okay.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor.
Okay. The Wii U, though, that's a load of shit. I don't care what anybody says. The Wii U is a load of shit. Also, the 3DS. DS was fine. 3DS is shit. So, yeah, they've made a couple of mistakes. But handheld consoles don't count.
You may now retrieve the index.
Am I floating? I'm not standing on anything. Give me that beautiful index. And she's thinking, this is it. This is the key to the super weapon.
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation.
Teleport us there, then.
The Flood is spreading.
Hold on a minute.
We must hurry.
Why why would you take the index if we're just transporting straight there? That makes more sense to me. Alright, let's stop because that's the beginning of the next level. But yeah, no, like, legitimately, for me, so many consoles have been fucked up. Like, it's not just my hatred of Sony, because the PlayStation 1, 2, and 4, they're amazing consoles, but the PlayStation 3 was awful. You can't defend the PlayStation 3 realistically. It's a shit console. PlayStation 4 looks awesome. PlayStation 1 and 2, godlike, but the PlayStation 3 was awful. And the PlayStation, you know, the Xbox original was amazing, the Xbox 360 was amazing. You know, it's like, if we're judging it by, you know, the main line consoles, the first 2 PlayStation consoles were amazing, and the first 2 Xbox consoles were amazing. But the third in both streams was shit. The PlayStation 3 is shit, and the Xbox One is shit. So, hopefully, next time they make a console, it won't be so bad. And, you know, they'll follow along with Sony's trend, and they'll make a good console, like the PlayStation 4. So, I mean, that's just what I'm hoping. Anyway. If you have to choose anyway, get the PlayStation 4. I have an Xbox One, and I like it because of some of the games, like Halo. I've got the Master Chief Collection, but there are some things about it I just absolutely fucking hate, and I cannot get past that, so, yeah. Has anyone noticed this episode kind of just turned into a rant about my life as a YouTuber and consoles? I'll probably put some of this in a vlog at some point. Okay, but that's the end of this episode anyway. If you liked it, go ahead and show it some love. If you want more, subscribe for more great content. Whatever you do, remember to keep on gaming. This is VenomKid117 signing out. See you later, hunters.
Pretty, level 15.
Ah! Fuck! I didn't... What the fuck? He's meant to break the glass. He's meant to break the glass.